Happy October, everyone, and welcome back to the Tape Graveyard for another episode of Lost on VHS.
If you've never seen the show before, this is where we uncover some of the most elusive movies that were never widely available on anything but VHS.
With the mists of Sextember left subtly in the air, we have some hot and steamy cinema for you guys tonight.
At least that's what the cover promises.
Tonight, we're taking a look at Honeymoon Horror.
Let's pop this fucker in and see what kind of sexy terror we're in for.
Go ahead. Honeymoon Horror. Nice title screen. I love how it's just plain white text in front of flames. Our tale begins when this guy named Frank discovers that his wife is cheating on him with his best friend Vic.
Clearly this scene takes place during Sextember.
Bastards! Elaine! Goddamn it, open this door!
Jesus Christ, what a punch!
He's gonna take this guy straight to the business district.
What the hell was that? She barely touched him with that!
I think you killed him.
Killed him? He must have the weakest skull on the planet.
So they're just gonna let him burn inside the cabin? Gee, I wonder if he's gonna return as a horrifically burned murderer later.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
What's the stigma against burn victims in the 80s? We've got Freddy, Cropsy from The Burning, and now Frank?
No respect. No respect.
A year has passed now, and these two home-wrecking murderers are married and running a honeymoon resort on the secluded island where they killed poor old Frank.
This place fair gives me the willies.
I feel the same way, random lady who's introduced only to be murdered immediately.
I know what's going on, and I know where everybody is.
Oh, I guess this is our token small-town cop who doesn't give a shit.
Ah, yes. Look at him stare at that ass.
She's literally in the car and he's still staring at it. How's that even possible?
So as it turns out, we have three newlywed couples that are going to be staying at the Honeymoon Hotel.
Their sorority girlfriends want to surprise them by going ahead of time to decorate the rooms.
That's so nice. What great friends. I wish I had great friends.
Hey, what about me?
Yeah, okay.
Look at them, they're just partying, having a good time, jamming out to some music when all of a sudden... And now they're dead.
What the hell was that?
It looks like they originally had a cool scene, but they just cut the shit out of it. Oh, well, it looks like our newlyweds are finally showing up. The women are all pretty basic, but for the guys, we've got this Justin Bieber wannabe, a dude with a mustache on par with Vic's, and best of all, this guy.
You gotta work out every day to keep in shape.
Dwayne's gonna enter the Mr. America contest and he's gonna win too.
Wait. What the fuck?
Training for Mr. America?
Is this guy serious?
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's in decent shape, but Mr. fucking America?
This came out in 1982, buddy. Just for curiosity, let's take a look at what Mr. America from that year looked like.
Jesus Christ, I think he's got quite a ways to go.
You know my routine. 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes.
30 minutes at night.
30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night? I can do better than that. That's pathetic.
As you can see, our ensemble cast is clearly breathing in that pungent Sextember air. Everybody's fucking.
What are we having?
The best looking steak. It's the biggest piece of meat I've ever seen.
Hey, I thought I was. Ready and raring to go again. Come here, wife.
Mr. America fell asleep from working out too hard. The killer is walking right past him.
And here's our obligatory Psycho tribute or rip-off or whatever you want to call it.
Eventually, everybody starts noticing the dead bodies all around. They immediately blame the groundskeeper.
Oh, did we not mention the groundskeeper? Well, he's
a little...
Joe's our caretaker. He's a little retarded.
Hey, I didn't say it. She did.
But in times of unparalleled danger, there comes a time when two forces must set aside their differences and come together for the greater good.
You know what time it is. Mustache Bros Unite!
Holy shit, Jarrod, this came out in 1982.
So what?
Well, at the time, we only had one iconic mustached character, Mario. But you know...
Oh, I see. Clearly this was the inspiration for the creation of Luigi.
Exactly.
To celebrate this landmark achievement in mustache culture, we will be wearing these mustaches for the rest of the movie.
Because the only thing that beats a real mustache is wearing a fake one on top of it. The Mustache Bros go on mission after mission and quickly subdue the groundskeeper who...
He's a little retarded.
But people are still dying despite the Mustache Bros' swift apprehension of Crazy Joe. You know, the one who's...
He's a little retarded.
So if he's locked up and people are still dying, then that must mean Frank?
Oh my god! I did not see this coming! Frank is back for revenge and he's all burnt up?
How could anyone see this coming? Hello? After the final showdown, the bizarre love triangle finally meets its end. Frank gets his revenge, but is finally put to rest in the process.
That'd be a decent ending, but the movie drags on for another 10 minutes or so as these useless cops investigate the crime scene.
Well, I'll be damned. I don't know what's going to happen.
Strange about Frank Barlow's body not being there.
Can't find the body? Didn't they just have it in the house? What the fuck?
They found Crazy Joe.
Turns out Crazy Joe, you know, the one that's a little...
He's a little retarded.
The groundskeeper. He was taking care of burned-ass Frank this whole time.
And we needed this boring, dragged-out 10-minute epilogue to figure that out. Fantastic.
So, buddy, what did we learn today?
In the 80s, all burn victims were psychotic killers and needed to be destroyed.
You know, buddy, I'm actually impressed. We started this year off with a halfway decent movie.
It's got just enough comedic moments to string you along, and the horror elements actually aren't that bad. It's not groundbreaking or anything, but Honeymoon horror is actually a pretty fun watch if you can get your hands on it.
Not groundbreaking? Buddy, this movie changed the way that people saw mustaches for the rest of time. And for that, we honor it.
You have a point. Thank you, Honeymoon horror. Thank you. You know, I've kind of gotten used to
it. It looks really good on you, actually. This should be our new look.
Yeah. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe for new episodes of Lost on VHS every week in October. And also, if you guys want to see any past episodes of Lost on VHS, make sure you check out our complete playlist.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.